The
Oh, I thought we
This
were
time!
already live. No,
Get in
I took it
there!
off without showing everyone. God damn it!
You didn't think
Hang
we were
on,
already
I'll be
live?
back.
Oh,
Okay, hold on. So
I'll be
what happened was,
I had it playing in the background and it was so loud.
no, because I was baffled. Because before we started the podcast, George entered the chat room with some Halloween. He said, "I've dressed up for Halloween," and all it was some red shit stuck to his face, some drawing that you couldn't see, and I think he
I
put
will
some
be
paint
back.
on his lip here. It was rubbish. There
I
was
do
no
have a
point to it.
screenshot, but I don't know if George wants me to share it.
Just share it. It doesn't matter.
Show
Does
it if you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then George was like, "You weren't live," and I'm thinking, well, it says if we're live, bro. Like, come on, you know.
that is the link to what George's Halloween costume was.
Yeah, I thought George actually like dressed up like a mad. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's the link. I thought George dressed up like a mad lad because I was like, George, why did you take it off? And then he was like, it's burning me, and I was like, all right then. It's just a chin. That was the Halloween costume. It was just a chin.
It's an upside down Squidward or something.
George, can you draw a penis on your chin?
This has got to be bullying. No, I'm joking.
Wait, are you drawing a Hitler mustache? George, stop! No! All right, so...
I'm going to try and find a better pen. Hang on.
So, anyway,
One that
today,
won't burn me.
we're coming out... Oh, yeah, the return of the king himself. Aaron.
Oh, yeah. I wish my camera was working, but I am doing something at the camera now, if it was there.
Yeah. So, anyway, first things first, as we haven't done it in like 20 million years, the trending page. I've just totally forgot about doing it every 10 podcasts, but I guess it doesn't change much, so let's get it up. Well, let's see if it's
permanent markers, should I?
So, first things first, we have KSI. It's weird because he used to obviously be the anti-establishment, South Park type, edgy, funny guy. And he still, I mean, from what I've watched, he still is funny. But it's weird that he's on the trending page. You think his content wouldn't be like... You think he made his content less user-friendly than to be on the trending page.
But the Reddit videos get more views than his music videos.
Yeah. But yeah, fair dues. I mean, his video... I mean, as much as I'm not personally like... I don't watch his videos loads. From what I've seen, it's pretty entertaining, so... Yeah. Percy Pig. Well, that's a lot. That's copyright infringement. That's the Pinky and Percy. Well, what the bloody hell's Dawn French?
No, it's Mark. What the hell? That's Marks and Spencer's, isn't it?
No. The Percy Pig. It's meant to be the Pinky and Perky show. They've stole it. No, seriously, there was a show called the Pinky and Perky Show. Pigs.
I think I remember it from ages ago. Yeah.
On CBBC. Pinky and Perky Show.
Oh,
I should have done this for permanent Sharpie, but it works.
Bloody hell, the animation didn't age well. Hold on, no, I need to look up they did an old one years ago, and they did a new one.
There we go. All done.
What is going? Oh,
What's up? What happened?
look! Just look at George. Just look at him. He's got two Haribo stuck on his chin, and some biro. Just
there you go. So,
that's all you get.
All that for nothing. I'll just get the Pinky and Perky page up quickly. Hold on. So yeah, this was an actual show years ago. So Marks and Spencer's, you've got some paying up to do. You've got to pay these.
Wait, I'm fairly sure Marks.
That's not Pinky and Perky.
It is the Pinky and Perky show. I remember.
I would have changed it since I last saw it.
No, you probably watched this one, George.
Marks and Spencer's have had Percy Pig since 1992.
Oh, have they? No, but Pinky and Perky were around since the 70s. So.
Well, they made Percy Pig sweets.
Oh, okay, well, Marks and Spencer's, you're in trouble. Pinky and Perky are coming for you, so be ready.
Pinky and Perky go to court.
Yeah. But yeah, we have football for some reason. Football's always there. Well done. Ed Sheeran, are you having a laugh?
That's Chicken Shop Days.
Is it any good or is it a bag of arse?
Rubbish.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's a bag of arse, as you would say.
Your thoughts, Aaron?
It just seems to be like awkward banter. That's what they try and get from it.
Okay. Boots advert, no one cares. I mean, no, but what annoys me with this Marks and Spencer's pinky penis advert and bloody boots, bollocks, whatever, bags of shit. The thing is, we come to YouTube for entertainment. We don't come for Marks and Spencer's and Boots adverts. You can watch that on the fucking telly. Actually, we don't. You don't want to watch adverts. Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't know why they did this. This wouldn't get people into YouTube. This switches people off. Football. Whoever this geezer is, I've got no idea who this bloke is.
It's HD.
Never heard of him. I don't know what this is all about. It
Oh,
looks
I
like
haven't either. I just said his name.
it looks like a
says-
Mr. Beast thing.
It says he's got a YouTube original show, so that means he's favourite by YouTube.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That makes sense then. Oh shit, we haven't heard a lot from Tatty since we slagged off James Charles all those years ago. Then apologised for slagging him off, then slagged him off again for doing disturbing things, as George said, James Charles being a pedo. So I'm not sorry for slagging James Charles off because he's horrible. So
It does basically subway stuff, you could say.
Oh no, I know that reference, George.
I know you do.
Oh,
what happened, Darren? Can you put the reference in the chat? We've got, but yeah, Tatty. We've got when a random person bows you out of jail. At least this big winner guy. At least he doesn't have a tick next to his name. So fair play to him. When you make an unfair bet with your sibling. Oh, music masher. Conte interview Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, DC baby. Yeah,
Aaron, you got that there. You got that voice.
I'm happy about that. DC with Colby Covington, awesome. The stepdad advert, Disney Christmas advert.
I want to show you guys something. Hang on.
Horizon 5.
James, can I show you something?
ASI again.
James, let me show you something.
Oh no.
This is going to be grim.
Wait, I just want to say, have you realised that some of these videos have like 70,000 views?
Mad in it, and no one's watching them.
There you
George,
go.
what the hell was that weed on the screen? Do you realise you can get arrested for that weed?
Not weird.
George, it was, wasn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh no.
Cold stuff in.
What the hell is that? Oh, you're actually eating a bit healthy then?
Well, with a pork sandwich, yeah.
Okay. Well, it could be worse. At least it's not like 50 million Audi pizzas and a stale burger. So,
Oh.
Is that Justin Bieber?
No.
Anyway.
I don't think so.
All the
Morbius.
movies that came
Oh yeah,
out.
Aaron, have you seen how many bugs are on Battlefield 42 and they're not delaying the game? Can you believe it?
I don't know. I've seen some of them. Yeah.
Bro, they're a disgrace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bloody getting this game at all, man. Like, I'm not much of a Battlefield fan anyway, but honestly, people are falling from the sky. All the seagulls, like there was a line of seagulls and they all crashed into the sea like this. You have people spazzing all over the map. The hit radius is rubbish. They shoot at a person for ages and none of it lands. It's crazy, man. It's really worrying how bad this game is.
I think that's the thing with modern games now is they release them like half finished and just expect people to wait for like a year for them to get done now.
Yeah, true. But that's why. Well, GTA 5 isn't broken, but it's very repetitive and needs no more updates. I was going to say though, seriously.
Yeah,
though,
that's what
I was going to say, right, Halo Infinite and bloody Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I mean, the Skywalker Saga. At least they've had delays. I'd rather a game be delayed a year than come out a bag of arse.
Well, it's not more like Halo was when that was first shown, and it looked like a PS2 game.
Yeah, some of it did. Yeah, the Great Wall of
What the monkeys?
Tower.
Oh, it's
Barami.
tennis, isn't it?
Bloody hell, fair play to that old bloke playing tennis. Jeez. Bloody hell.
He's only 25.
What, that guy with the grey hair? George, he looks about 50 or 60.
That's a horrific
No,
frame.
I
George
don't
Fraser,
know. I don't even see what frame it was.
Yes, Kurtzky Garth, get in there, baby. Right, that his shit's being promoted. Or their shit, sorry. It must be a company if they've got loads of bloody animations. Oh, yeah, the Alex Ross. The Alec Baldwin stuff, that was just really sad. Something happened like that with Jet Li, didn't it? I mean, that was just tragic, wasn't it? Awful.
Yeah, I don't think we should go too much into that.
No, it's just a tragic, horrible
I know what it
situation.
Oh,
Turning a rusty $150 hardtail into a profit.
He sacrifices the dog to get the profit.
Oh no, grim. George,
You've
why
got
don't you
amazing
take
ritual.
George, why don't you take a car with a blown up gasket and make yourself bloody 10 million quid?
Because that's not how it works. Because think how much money you're spending on replacing the head of the car.
Yeah, the head gasket, yeah.
The head could be porous and things like that. So yeah. I want to take on a basic bump in the metal.
Oh yeah, I know. That's...
Anyway, Rhett McLaren, we pretty much got. Oh yes, UFC, yes. All right then. We pretty much got our Squid Game, British high schoolers. We pretty much got our dose of the training game.
All your everything.
Didn't understand the word.
Yeah, well, half the things are on there, not Squid Game, which looks rubbish.
George, it's a pretty good
Squid
show,
Game.
in my opinion.
I haven't even seen it. I don't even really know what it's about, to be honest.
Have you watched it?
Well, you should watch it.
But what's it even on?
Did you have that living cookies?
Netflix. So.
Oh, I don't have Netflix, so that's probably why.
No, sad days. Anyway, so today we shall be talking about conspiracy theories, but except spooky ones this time. So, I'll go first then. So, my spooky theory, basically, this person was working on this horse head in America somewhere, and the horse head, he cut it off and stuck it back on to fix it. And then the horse head came back and fell on him and killed him. And then they reckon it was some paranormal activity. What do you think? Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's a statue of a horse. Sorry. It's a statue. Sorry. So they were fixing a statue of a horse.
Oh, look, there's a ghost and a paranormal horse.
So anyway, this guy was fixing this horse head and it fell off, then came back, then he stuck it back on, and then it was on for ages. Then he went to check on it and it fell on him and killed him. So what do you think of that?
Isn't that just he didn't put enough glue on it and it fell off?
I don't know, but what do you think of that spooky conspiracy theory then? Do you think anything dodgy was going on, or?
Well, it was like the ghost of the horse had come back and...
What do you mean the horse was okay?
No, the horse could have just been saying hi.
Classic. Yeah, very, very funny. Well, there you go.
Even though I don't have a camera, I am very close to the screen right now.
Ooh, bloody hell.
Saucy.
Well, there you go. I guess it's just that he didn't put enough glue on it. It's impossible for that to happen. So, yeah. What's your theory then, Aaron? And I'll go on to my next one after that.
Well, I actually do have a reference here, even though it's Wikipedia, but I'm going to whack it in chat. It's, I'll better say it first. It's on this high-frequency radio wave broadcasting station in Alaska, and allegedly it's been used to cause weather, climate, and sort of earthquakes throughout the world.
Yeah.
And that's the link of it in chat. It's theorized that's what it was. That's what it's for. But yeah, and apparently, like allegedly, when that has been tested, that led to tsunamis in Japan and I think it's Haiti and somewhere else around the time that was set up.
So how exactly would this shit work then?
I thought that was just a CMS that causes that.
I think they alter like radio waves and different types of stuff in the atmosphere to change the weather and make stuff happen, basically.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's I don't know what to think of that. Obviously, it's a bit out there, but
Yeah. So it says on here the high frequency
I just call it
auroral
hard, to be honest.
research program,
Yeah.
active auroral research program, was initiated an ionospheric research program jointly funded by U.S. Air Force.
I think the best thing is the second paragraph. That just says a high power radio frequency transmitter.
It says the high frequency blah blah blah. Republican U.S. Senator from Alaska helped win approval of faculty construction in 1993. In May 2013, it was temporarily shut down, awaiting between contractors to operate on the facility. In July 2013, Hart program manager James Kenney said Defense Advanced Research. James Keeney, sorry. Defense Advanced Research Program. I mean, it just seems really difficult that they'd be able to affect all the weather around the world. And what would they gain from destroying other countries and making natural disasters happen? And they could easily happen in America too.
I think it's so they could influence like political decisions and you know, if someone didn't do what they wanted, they could get what they wanted by threatening it. George, that was the most random cutting ever. It's not a testicle, is it?
No,
That's a pumpkin.
Oh no.
To be honest, I don't. There hasn't been any natural disasters leading up to political events and whatever. So I'm gonna go for, and it hasn't been like consistently with loads of political things going on. So I'm gonna say that's not true as well. What do you think, Aaron? If you absolutely had to guess,
I'd probably say probably not, but I'd say it's probably not, but
it is definitely possible, isn't it?
Yeah, if they wanted to, I guess they could go down that route. But if I had to say yes or no, I'd probably go no.
So, George, do you have a theory? Because you said you're only stopping for a bit of the podcast. So,
I have got a conspiracy theory.
I'm just going to go and put my feet up for 20 minutes.
Yeah, go on then, George.
Yeah, Cameron's on. Hang on.
The floor is yours, George.
Okay. When you watch the original Wizard of Oz,
I already know what he's going to say.
Sorry,
I already know what he's going to say.
Go on, George. So,
you know, I'm changing it.
I'm going to get the link.
Go to the Wizard of Oz one. No.
Do you know what the Wizard of Oz one is, James?
About the person who hanged themselves.
George, no, George. They've cleared this up because when they did the DVD remaster, it cleared up the background and nothing's there.
Oh, was Logan Paul there to film it?
Wait. Is this? I'm gonna have to get this out. There is an article somewhere, but it does basically say. They're all long videos. Oh well, I mean,
there's a hanging body. Logan Paul is there as well.
Oh no, Forrest. You had to get one in.
I always do.
Actually, no, every time. I mean, I've done it for the last 1 million jokes. Every time you make a Logan Paul Forrest joke or a hanging joke, I'm just going to go, Forrest! There we go. Good packs.
It wasn't a Forrest.
Do you have a proper theory then, instead of some stuff that's already been debunked fully?
Yes, I do have a theory. I can't think of what it... Hang on. Let me think. Let me think for a second. Oh, I had a wrong twist. Oh, God damn it. What was it now? Once in the door. Oh, this is spooky. Alright, I've got one. What is it?
You're throwing yourself in the dark. George, what the hell was that?
And I'll be back. Hang on.
He is?
Oh, gee, we'll get rid of him.
I'm trying to find it.
Find the theory,
what
George.
was it now? Oh, shit.
George, this should be knowledge that you just know straight away. It shouldn't be I need to find
No,
the
well,
conspiracy.
I knew it, and then I forgot about it again.
He's trying not to
It's not the
shout.
Kanye West one.
What Kanye? What?
I don't.
Well, George is Kanye West. That's the theory.
That's a rubbish theory. I mean, we all know that's true. George is clearly Kanye West. You know, look at his song. Work it, power, and all that songs. All those songs. You know, George made those.
Well, no, that's not the one. God damn it. Where is it?
Can we just skip? All right, I'm butting in.
No, I think
So-
I found it. It is the Kanye. Yes,
Right.
I found it.
Right, let's just see what this is,
I
because
found it.
I'm intrigued to see what this is.
Okay, I found it. So, quite a few celebrity deaths that have happened, like Michael Jackson and people like that, very famous people that have died in strange reasons, just like Michael Jackson, and there was a couple of others as well. I think one was a Star Trek guy, and he got crushed by his own car.
That was Anton Yelchin.
Well-
Yeah, that was because the cars have been reported to have issues
Well,
with the
all
brake.
of them were found with a white lighter in their pocket. All of them were.
A white light or a white lighter?
So a lighter, like, well, which I could light a cigarette with.
Yeah.
All of them found with a white lighter on their person at that time of death, and all around the same age. Well, I think if I'm right, 57.
Anton Yelchin isn't 57. He was
Wait, what?
27.
I was going to say,
No, I'm just saying most of them were around that age, or they've died in very mysterious circumstances. Just like
No,
Anton's was.
Can I just say how Michael Jackson died? The doctor was giving him way too many drugs that he shouldn't have given him. Michael kept saying, I want this drug, I want that drug, give me this drug, help me. And the doctor said, sure, I'll give it you. And then Michael Jackson would be asleep, passed out, and then the doctor just
I
walked
think
off
it's
and
the
mess around.
Illuminati.
And the doctor would just mess around on his laptop for half an hour and then go back and check on Michael, and Michael would be out of it.
Oh, well, I saw two things. That they sold the soul to the devil,
What?
and that's why they died. Or they were put into the Illuminati, and then when their time was up, they died, basically. And it's like, well, when Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift at that Grammy Award,
George came in and went, your time's up!
I've just Googled it. It just seems to be a branch of the 27 Club like theory. Do you know what that is, James?
No.
It's basically a load of musicians died at 27 and everyone thinks it's really odd.
That's it, 27, that's it.
So that's the theory you were trying to say?
Yeah, but George, it
Yes.
literally says it literally says here the myth has been integrated with all these, but Bic, the people who make the lighter, have said that they'd never made white lighters during this time period. What's the? It's literally on here.
Oh, so then, George, that's been debunked already?
Yeah, but you were talking about giraffes fucking each other, weren't you, or something like that?
What the hell? Where did you get that
I
from?
don't. I can't remember what you said, but I think it was around something like that.
What?
Anyway, we're moving on. I mean, that was the biggest load of drivel I've ever heard in my life. I mean, Michael Jackson died at 57.
Okay, how about the celebrity lizard theory then?
Oh no!
Get out of here.
Wait, didn't he say that one in the other one?
Yeah, George.
Everyone's a reptile except from George.
I probably did bring it up before, but there's a picture where it's the Cardi B one I'm thinking of. Now there's an interview with Cardi B, and people think because she got really big but so quick that she's a clone. Because there's an interview where she's talking and she just goes, and then carries on talking again.
Yeah, but I've seen people do that in a high street near me, and they're just off their head and stuff.
Like the autistic.
They're off their head on stuff.
Yeah.
If you go down a certain high street near where we live, there's if you go early enough, there's probably a few people from the night before who are down there just completely still.
Loads of people have been talking, then gone like that. Isn't Cardi B on loads of cocaine? And off her
No,
head?
but in an interview, talking normally, then she just goes,
Well, I just want to say, George, right? If Cardi B's a clone, who's she a clone of?
George.
"You mum."
She's a clone of a reptile who's also Kanye West.
Probably.
Right, so
Well,
all those
try and find
theories
the
you
video.
said. No, I don't even. All those theories you said were not true. Aaron, what do you think? True
How
or
about,
false?
how about the video I sent you in chat?
No, it was clearly false.
That was a conspiracy theory.
I
The
didn't
biggest
bother
load of
watching it.
dribble I've heard in quite some time, to be honest.
Oh, it's the last link I sent.
Didn't
See,
happen.
this could be a 50-50 if it's some bizarre.
It's
Rule
probably just some
34.
weird anime thing that George has found.
It's not anime.
It
But
is.
that-
It has to be.
Is it the thing you put best music video ever? Because that's the
Yeah.
last thing. I'm
Don't
going to click
on that, Aaron. It's shit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Yes.
I want.
Click the button.
It's a waste of time.
I've
Button.
clicked it. I'm going to see what it is. It's muted. What the hell? No.
I don't know.
No,
wanna
I
hear
clicked on it and then I clicked off. The audio didn't even play. That's
Anyway, so let's move on to my next theory. I don't think we talked about this before.
Hang on, James. I've just thought.
no.
Am I going to be done for blackface? Because I did my thing.
Well, I mean, George, what has that got to do with anything? No, you probably wouldn't be done for that.
Good.
I mean,
That's how we can move on.
What was the point of?
I just think. I was looking at myself and I drawed all black on
You
my face.
drawed a bit of pen on your face. Oh, am I going to get done because I've got a beard? That's like the daftest thing ever, George. That's just like.
Well, I was going to say something very bad for the
I've got my finger. I've got my finger on the remove. I've got the mouse on the remove button.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not going. No,
George.
I'm not going to
George.
say it. I'm not going to say it.
All right, good. Thank God. All right. Anyway, so let's go on to my theory. Let's go on to my theory anyway. Actually, George, you might as well put in the private chat what you were going to say, and I'll see how awful it was.
No.
This is completely entertaining for anyone who's watching.
I'll put it in chat.
All right, let's have a
Oh,
look.
that's not too bad.
Could be a lot worse, but it's
So can I say it then?
no.
No.
Anyway, so let's get into my next theory then. Aliens, do they exist?
Oh, for God's
No.
sake. No, not aliens. Aliens, really? Aliens, really?
So anyway,
Really? Aliens?
we tried.
51 aliens.
What we tried to do ages ago was do a podcast about aliens, but sadly, not much of it got recorded. The only bit that got recorded was the first 12 minutes. And then no, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna do the last bit. But basically, I'll do a different bit.
I remember now what you were gonna. Yeah.
Basically, someone shouted, "So and so, you tea!" Really loud, and then
Is that slow?
anyway, so they shouted that really loud, and that was so basically the whole podcast was it just got cut off at 12 minutes. Then it was Aaron was like, "Oh shit," and then clicked the buttons to press the record button again. Then he said, "Dinner, you tea!" really loud. So that's all that got recorded. And literally the bits that I forgot to say, George. And literally the bits that did get recorded were like it was just about aliens getting shagged, and it was you've got to admit, Aaron, it was probably one of the daftest podcasts ever.
I do have a question though. Which Harry Potter animal would you fuck?
You already said this in the group chat, and it's one of the weirdest things ever.
I know I did, but I want to ask it again.
Hedwig.
I think the basilisk or Dobby.
I did answer them, but no one heard. I think
What did you say?
I said Hedwig.
Bloody hell! He'll kill you.
No, that would be a fierce fight. If you win, you win everything. If you lose everything.
Oh wait, yeah, Hedwig's
Yeah.
Hedwig's the owl. Oh, I thought
Yeah.
Hedwig was
Yeah.
the big horse in the Prisoner of Azkaban, the big horse bird thing, Phoenix.
It's just a normal owl.
Yeah.
What are the elves called in the bank?
Midget. I mean, sorry, dwarfs.
Dwarves. Things you could pick them up and just.
Oh no, he's gonna do a graphic description and
Pick one up or do two at once.
Anyway,
I can't tell that.
And if you ask why does the back this could just slide up there.
oh, for goodness sake,
Oh.
can we just get back to the theory, for God's sake? What this podcast
Right.
take a turn for the dark side?
Let's just right, James. You were saying about aliens before George cut you off.
Yeah. So, with aliens,
but you could probably shag an alien.
that has nothing to do with it, though. Anyway, so with aliens, right? They could definitely exist. I mean, you've got the Roswell incident, but it does seem a little bit mad and put on. And that's about it, really, isn't it? The Roswell incident, you've had people saying they've been abducted and probed. We haven't had any proof, but the reason why I think aliens exist, the observable universe is absolutely humongous, and the rest of the universe is being created and pushed so far. I say this is the observable universe. The rest of the universe is like being made and being pushed apart at such a quick speed that you can't catch up to it, and it's basically infinite. So you've got to think. I think in the observable universe there has to be some sort of life out there. I mean, there's planets full of water. There's planets that are just desolate that have been found. There's planets probably full of lava. There's planets out there probably full of greenery.
Look,
Oh,
So anyway, there's loads of sorts of planets out there. There has to be at least some sort of bacterial life on there, which could be classed as alien life because it's alive, isn't it? So
yeah. I mean, I think as well when you think about how big the universe is, even as you said on a bacterial level, there's got to be something because there's meteorites that fall into Earth that have like iron and metal on them.
yeah, exactly.
So there's. I mean, I don't think they're flying around in little spaceships or anything, but I think maybe on the distant side of the universe from us, there could be something, but maybe they're at the same level as us, or maybe we're more
do you
advanced than
think
them.
parallel universes that exist?
No.
Probably not.
Outside of our universe, right?
I think you can
Because
mess
we don't
around
know
with.
what's past like black holes and things like that, do we?
I think you can mess around with time and stuff, but you can't actually, hop across another universe.
So
and stuff.
what you can do with time, George, is if you go off in a spaceship really far away and you fly around the Earth.
I do know a spaceship that goes through time.
For goodness sake. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no. He's gonna get his Tom Baker scarf. Oh no. Oh no. Is he like some really happy kid who's just glad that he's got his toy on to show us all?
I mean, it's mental, isn't it? Anyway, if you fly, apparently, this is what a teacher said in school. If you get in a ship and fly around the Earth ridiculously quick, you can probably like get into a few years into the future, but you have to do it for ages.
I've read it somewhere. I forgot the name of it. I think is it time dilation, where if you fly off in a straight line for 5 years and then come back, like 40 years or something would have passed on Earth. It's something like that.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, because remember Matthew McConaughey was in Interstellar, and his daughter was like 120, and he was still like 40. Probably something similar to that. I think Interstellar was actually really sick up until the beginning of the bit where he's like breached space and time, and he's saying, "What's her name? Oh, what's the
Oh,
his daughter's name? It's like a manly name."
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Interstellar.
It's about Interstellar
Barry
with
Scott.
The
Barry
name
Scott.
is it Riley or Alex? I'm gonna
Murphy.
Barry
Murphy.
Scott.
Murphy. That's it. Murph. He's at the book somehow, and he's going Murph, and like he's pushing all the books from like a million light years away, which is really odd. It's sort. I suppose it was just like I suppose the whole film was quite mad, so I suppose that bit made a bit of sense for the film, but it seemed a bit OTT for me. I just felt like as the film got on, it went a bit more mad. But anyway, enough about that. I think there's definitely aliens out there. I mean, there's more stars than grains of sand in the world, and every star has 7 planets. So, and the universe is pretty much infinite. So there has to be some sort of life out there. People can be like, "Oh, there's no aliens. We're all there is," but we're such a small part of the
Would
universe.
this bacteria count as life, would you say?
Yes.
Or do you mean like life?
Well, there could potentially be some life out there, like bugs or something. But the thing is, if you go... Sorry, go on.
There could be another George on an asteroid for all you know.
It could be a
Doctor
planet.
Who! Matt Smith, help!
Imagine if there was a planet of me.
That'd be really depressing.
But I think it would be scary.
I thought you'd love it. You'd all be going, animal.
I'd love it, but if I'm bringing all of me back to Earth, so there's a George for every person on the planet.
Well, all the collectibles would be robbed. Every store would go bust.
There'd be a global plastic supply.
Yeah.
Doctor Who would profit to go to the roof.
Yeah. They make about 20 million more Doctor Who series.
All the card factories would be taken over.
Yeah. Every collectible would be bought. No one would be able to buy anything. The Audi stores would have been robbed and destroyed. Every
There'd be
MG.
like five.
There'd be
There'd be
MGs
like 5 meters on the podcast.
There'd be MGs all over the road, being blocking everywhere. And every collectible would be messed up and destroyed all over the floor. There'd only be like 5 good collectibles. So
I've got a pile mounted up, actually. I've got a pile of stuff mounted up.
Do you really want to show this, George? Just because it's live for everyone. I'm just... Oh.
I don't mind. Hang on.
I just thought I'd double check. Oh no, he's barricaded himself in.
George, what have you barricaded yourself in?
Because of this guy.
Who?
Oh no. Why have you sat on him? He looks quite chubby.
Yeah, he's a big boy, he is. He's a big boy.
Well, there you go. So, Aaron, do you think aliens exist? Yes or no?
Yeah, I do think they exist, but not like they're flying around in spaceships. I think there's something out there, but nothing we're going to know about for a while.
It's not like the elites from Halo. I shall be the next Spartan. Whee! So,
do you think there's aliens on Earth? Because there's got to be things that animals we haven't discovered yet.
No, there isn't, George.
So there's a shark that was discovered the other week, and it was a glow-in-the-dark shark.
Well, that's probably some... No, but the thing is, we've only explored, haven't we? Only explored like 3% of the ocean or something.
So I think it's like 3-5%, something like that.
I've seen those giant squids that hide like they're really low down on the sea, like a mile or two below sea, and they're like 30 meters long. It's stuff like that seems to be more alien, isn't it?
Yeah, just 5%. Just 5%. Just 5% of the Earth's oceans has been charted. So if it's only 5%, there's going to be definitely some weird stuff at the bottom of the ocean that looks very alien.
I think we'll get there one day. One thing I did hear as well. How do we not know that aliens are at the bottom of the ocean?
Because they'd all be.
Because we don't know that what's down there.
They get crushed from the pressure.
Yeah, but George, using that logic, we could say
how do we know that they've not figured out the pressure?
Well, George, using that logic, we could say, how do we not know that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is not happening down there? No.
Well, we don't.
Are you serious?
You have to laugh.
Well, we just need to wait for a fat kid covered in chocolate to rise to the surface.
But he'd be crushed to death. George, how would they? So
crushed body of a
he'd be the size of like a stock cube at most.
Yeah.
And just floating up.
It's just like a mini version of him.
No, so what would happen is if they tried to build anything at the bottom of the ocean, first off, everyone would have suffocated because of the pressure. But if they tried to, everything like wouldn't be able to get anything down there. All the bricks would be floating. They wouldn't be able to make any machines in there. So Charlie and the Chocolate Factory isn't happening.
And how would they get food down there? You can't grow anything when you're underwater like that. Unless you have like that is horrific. The frame that's frozen on.
So, George, you seriously think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory could be happening at the bottom of the ocean?
Probably not chocolate. Charlie and the Fish Factory more.
There's no aliens at the bottom of the ocean. They get crushed. And
you never know.
Breathe. They wouldn't be able to breathe.
If they're at the bottom of the ocean, they're not aliens because they're from Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
So there could be like anything down there. Technically, it's from Earth, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the thing is, even if they did somehow get to the bottom of the ocean, why would an alien somehow come down to Earth? Not
could be offended if you call it human.
No, but how would they? Why would they go to the bottom of the ocean and then stay there for years? That makes no sense.
Well, they could start to protest and say, "I'm not human. I'm not human. I'm an alien."
From the bottom of the ocean where no one will see him.
Apart from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Well, really, we don't see any other protests because we just ignore them.
Well, there you go. Anyway,
I think
Aaron, what's your next
people
theory?
that are sitting in the streets at the moment.
Yeah,
I think I might.
Well, they're sat down eating a bag of chips in the street. What's so?
George just said he ran over someone who was protesting in Britain. Well, then why?
Oh, so George, you went on a driving lesson and ran someone over with the instructor there.
Good job, George. You'll pass your test soon.
Well, at least it gets one of them from stopping in the road.
George, you basically said
I'll just aim for them now. I'm not going to just aim for the protesters.
George,
there's one. Bang. There's one. Bang.
We're not associated with this man. We're not associated.
This is not a political stream.
I'm a part of this.
ALP is not associated with this.
This is just an associate of ours. He's not actually on.
At the end of the day, if you're sitting in the road blocking traffic, you are a tool. You are an idiot.
Yeah, if you want a demonstration, I can do a demonstration.
Oh no!
Literally, no. I'm not being funny. But you're a tool. At the end of the day, there's China's doing like 27%. For God's sake, England's only doing 1%. We should be more greener. But at the end of the day, sitting in the road and stopping people from getting to work,
but it's just in my presentation.
Ruining people's livelihoods is not going to make a difference. So get out the street and get on with your lives. Ridiculous. So, rant over.
I just want to see this presentation.
There's my pedestrian, and here's me.
George, this is
well done, George. Well done.
You passed. Well done. George is arrested. No. Aaron, George is arrested in prison, and he phones and says, "Guys, I'm passing my driving test. I can drive now." Oh, brilliant, George. You wanna give us a lift somewhere? And he's just in prison, but you said no, and he's on the news. Man ran over loads of people in prison. George drops this. Not true. Not true. Oh. What the hell's going on? I'm a bit scared.
Okay, shall I just say my? Oh, he's back.
Yeah, go on. You can say your.
All right. I don't entirely believe this, by the way. Just making this. But there's quite a few theories about Antarctica, and one of them that I've chosen out is people believe that there are some World War II bases in Antarctica and they don't know why they're there. But there's no proof that they are there, I think.
I think Jeremy Clarkson thinks there's buried nasty treasure there.
I did not understand the word of that.
Jeremy Clarkson thinks there's treasure buried by the Nazis there, basically.
The what?
I can't understand
I don't
it.
think I can say the actual name of them on here, but the Nazis, I'll say.
Who the hell are they?
I know what he's
Really?
implying, but I don't know what he's trying to say.
Do you mean the Eskimos?
He's saying that the Germans during the World War II did
Germans
something.
during the World War II.
Oh, sorry.
There's buried
Yeah.
treasure there.
Oh.
There, yeah, that's a more politically correct way to say that.
Well done, James. You finally got it. Well done.
Yeah, but I still don't understand what you're on about, George. All I heard was Jeremy Clarkson and
Jeremy
Germany.
Clarkson thinks there's buried nutty treasure hidden
Well,
in
treasure's just treasure.
Antarctica.
It's not Nuzzy
So-
treasure. It wouldn't be worth anything if it was specifically Nuzzy treasure.
Well, they burned and got rid of a lot of treasure, didn't they? Because they didn't
yeah.
believe in it. So what will they
Yeah,
bury?
that's what I'm saying. He thinks that they hid some there, which nobody's been ever able to find.
But they would have had to burn it anyway. They wouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, you never know. They could have just hid it.
No, they couldn't. This isn't Red Skull and
They
Hydra.
didn't
This is
burn
real
all
life.
the art they kept.
Red
Hugo
Skull-
Weaving did not steal a painting and fly to Antarctica. And
Yeah, there's no way you could have pulled that off, George.
Guys, I'm gonna go because I'm not feeling good anyway.
All right. Thanks for joining anyway,
Yeah.
George. See you later, man.
That's fine. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go and crush some more protests.
All right. Got a fucking there. Sorry about the rant. Sorry about the rant, everyone. It was just that sort of stuff. When you're ruining people's livelihoods like that, it just gets on my nerves a bit. That's all. Like, you know, it just gets on my nerves a bit, stopping people from going to work. You know, ridiculous, silly. 1 out of 10. But
shall I just repeat my point? Because just start from fresh, basically.
yeah.
Basically, the thing I chose was during World War II, Germany put some bases and set up things in Antarctica, and some people believe that some people are still there, or there's still things going on up there that they don't understand.
I mean, it'd be difficult because the thing is, I know Germany's got a fair amount of cash, but are they really going to fund like food getting to Antarctica and sort of ruin their reputation by giving it to dodgy World War II people?
I mean, I think there was more documentation when World War II was happening that
okay.
he did send expeditions there, but it's not known what he did and why and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of people think there's stuff that I don't believe there is. Because, I mean, look where Germany is, look where Antarctica is. It's, you know, miles and miles and miles apart, and it's very hard to keep stocked up, isn't it, during a war?
Yeah, true. Very true. There was one more theory I was going to say then, because I did think of a third theory, and I don't know if it's appropriate, but basically the Queen eats people to stay old. I mean, to stay alive, sorry.
I've seen stuff like that before. It's the thing is, if that was a known thing, like if you ate someone else, you'd stay young. Wouldn't everyone be doing it?
I don't think so. Because it's morally wrong if, like, bloody, you know, eating your dog would keep you younger. You know, you wouldn't do it, would you?
I mean, I'm just going to play into the idea of it might be true, even though I don't really believe it. But, you know, you might say, oh, morals are wrong and everything, but they do marry into their own families. Like the Queen and Prince Philip were first cousins, weren't they?
Yeah, gross, innit, man? Mental.
So
Why the hell would you do that?
So you think, like, the morals of, like, intermarrying into your own family is a bit odd, but they've already done it for generations. So that's just me playing into it, though. But I don't really believe that, to be honest with you.
I mean, it'd be pretty crazy if they somehow pulled off an operation like that. I suppose as they are the elite, they potentially could. But you think there'd be quite an uproar if people kept going missing?
I know. I mean, wasn't there like some statements or some like maid or something always used to come out and say that the Queen and the royal family were up to stuff and all that. But
I don't know. But yeah, that's definitely not true. Do you have a final one, or should we move on to the new segment?
No, I don't have a final one. I only came with two.
All right then. So this segment is called the Fartist. So what I've got to do, or I will come up with a riddle, and Aaron has to guess which band it is. He will be given the initial. It's a lot like Rockbusters, but like more mental. So, all right. So the first, I think you'll get two of them, but the one is really hard. But fair play if you get 4 guesses. So yeah, let me get the first one up then. All right then. So the first one, I think you'll definitely get. All right then. So. That PG Tips is outside in the cold. It's frozen on a cold day today. It's -3 degrees. The initials of the artist or band is AM.
Oh, Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, well, that
No, because when you said PG Tips, I thought, oh, it's a monkey, and then you said cold.
Yeah.
Was that too easy?
Oh man. Well, fair play. At least it isn't impossible. The next one is. The king beheaded a traitor while blasting Heart FM down the corridor. Ah.
No. The king beheaded a traitor while blasting something down the corridor. Is that
Blasting Heart FM down the corridor.
is it just one word?
The initials are just R.
Just R. All right, because this isn't my guess, by the way, but I was going to say I don't know this band, by the way. I've heard of them, but Royal Blood, but that doesn't make any sense because that's obviously 2 words. R. I've just forgotten every single band that begins with the letter R.
You said Raw Blood. What? The Raw Bloods? Is that an official guess or not?
No, I was just thinking out loud. I was just I can't think of any bands beginning with the letter R. Wait, the king beheaded someone. Radiohead. Is that it?
Well done, well done.
I was thinking heart as in like blood.
No, Heart FM. Right then. So the final one is the woman ate it without her husband and nibbled on Billy West's ear. The initials are E.
Who's Billy West again? Wait, E. Right, E. Let's think. And this is it a band? Oh no, I can't ask if it's a band or just
No.
one.
You can't ask if it could be a band, it could be an artist.
If it's E. Well, what was the clue again? I've completely forgotten. Something about nibbling on someone. That's all I remember.
So the clue is the woman ate it without her husband and nibbled on Billy West's ear.
Who is it?
No, you can't do this, Aaron. It's cheating.
No, I forgot who Billy West was.
No, you need to know.
All right. What was it? E.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a stab in the dark, and I know it's probably wrong. Is it Eels?
No.
No. All right. I thought.
One guess down.
How many do I have left?
As you're really good at it, we'll make it 3. It was originally 4, but you're really good, so 3 guesses. So you've got 2 guesses left.
The woman ate it, nibbled on it, and then something about Billy West. Billy West. This is really annoying. I can't think of any band beginning with the letter E. I'm gonna have to have another random guess.
All right, go on then.
Oh no, that's gonna be two. That's I'm gonna have to go. Jeez, I just looked up and you were like that. Is it the Eagles?
No.
No, I didn't think it was. So this is my last guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else. I'm gonna have to say Eminem.
Yes!
Oh, is it? Oh,
Well done.
I thought that right from the start, but I thought no, James wouldn't pick that.
No, because you know M&M's and the advert. Billy West is one of the M&M's, and he goes, and his husband, and this lady's husband comes in and goes, "You were gonna eat him. You were gonna eat him without me, weren't you?" And then Billy West goes, "Now the biting makes sense."
I had no idea that was Billy West.
Okay, well, it was just a good, difficult riddle. So yeah, the PG tips 1 AM. I thought you get that. I thought you get the M&M one really easily, and then the King beheaded a traitor. I thought that'd be a struggle, but no, you've got them all, Aaron. Well done. It's not as shit as Rockbusters. So Aaron got all 3. So it's not as shit as Rockbusters. So, well, let's move on to legit or a bit then. So, all right then. So here we go. My story. Have you got a story as well?
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right then. My story is, I played charade. I played a very quick game of film charades with a teacher and went, "Oh!" in film studies.
See, I remember you doing that a lot back in the day, which is really odd. Like, yeah.
Right, but you can ask questions.
Yeah. Was this in school?
Yes. Basically, in the school lesson, the teacher walked up to me and I went, "Whoa!" And he went, "What you doing?" And I said, "Guess who this is?" "Whoa!" And then he said, I don't know, is it Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi? And I said, "Yeah." And then that was that.
Well, I think I know who the film studies tutor was that teacher you had. And he seemed like that would be something he would do. And I do remember you doing that a lot in school. Well, not like you're doing it all the time. I just remember that happening now and then. So I'm going to have to say that is true.
Well done. Well done. All right, what's yours then?
All right, mine is, this is a bit random, by the way, but I just wanted to, bring some up. In college, I watched as this girl who was very annoying and very, very loud. I watched her get stuck in between a chair and a desk, and the fire brigade had to be called to cut her out.
What? How did she get stuck in the first place?
Well, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite here, but she was literally
Really
twice the size of me at least, and she tried to get into a space that she clearly shouldn't have been trying to get into. It was one of those desks that had it's like a chair, but it has like a desk built into it.
That is a really fucking good one. We need George here for this one. We need bloody George here. Fucking hell, I wish I hadn't banned him from the chat. What was everyone saying while this really fat girl was stuck?
Well, to begin with, no one really cared because it was towards the end of the lesson. But then a few people had to stop behind, and I had to stop behind, and that's when we realised that she couldn't get out. And from what I heard, the fire brigade had to be called because they tried getting her out and it just wasn't working.
So she was from your lesson?
Yeah, she was in my English lesson.
And What did the fire brigade say to her?
I'm not too sure because I had to leave, but I heard that she was not very nice to them, from what I remember.
What? But they just helped to get out the desk.
Yeah, she wasn't very well liked by a lot of people because
How big was she then?
I don't know in like stone and kilograms and stuff, but she was she had really wide hips like.
So what part of her was stuck in the desk then? Her leg?
No, it was her stomach and her left elbow was stuck down one side.
One side. What sort of desk was this?
It was like I'm calling it a desk, but it's basically just a chair with the sort of like a desk bit built in that comes up from the arm, and it was the only chair that was left, and she basically got in there because she didn't want anyone else getting in, got stuck, and then.
What year was this?
From what I remember, it was the first year.
Okay. And how long did you stop there for?
Probably about 10 minutes, I'd say. And the people were trying to get her out when I was there, and it just wasn't working. But
What
then
were you telling her?
I wasn't doing anything. I was trying not to laugh.
What did the teacher say to convince you to stop behind then?
Oh no, I had to stop behind anyways. And well, the reason I knew that she was stuck was because it was only meant to be 3 people stopping, and he told her to get up, and she was like, "I can't." So
I'm gonna go for true.
no, that's just a complete lie. I just made it
Oh,
up.
well done. Well done. Oh, fuck.
Although it is based on someone that I knew, but that never happened.
Okay. I knew it was based on someone you knew. Is it someone from secondary school who had 3 plates?
No, no. This is someone who I don't think.
Based on that person.
I think I've told you about this person before, but a very long time ago. A very long.
See, the only reason I thought it was true was I sort of felt like because it was first year and you didn't volunteer to stay behind, you had to stop behind anyway. I thought maybe it's the truth. Maybe, Aaron, maybe it's the truth. But no, it was totally made up. Well done, Aaron. I can't believe I fucking fell for that one, man. I just thought it's so daft, but it's going to end up being true. Ah, damn it.
The thing was, if something like that had happened, I would have told you straight away.
That's what I was thinking, but I thought maybe you reserved it for this skit. You never know. So, damn. Well, there we go. I have been bested. I've lost my way with legit or a bit. I'm not as good as I used to be, but that's just life. But I'm glad we got this podcast done. Have you got any news you want to talk about, Aaron, or no?
No, not really. I don't think. No. I think I mean, I've been keeping up with DSP lately, but he's just so boring that it's not even worth bringing anything up.
Has there been anything somewhat funny?
He keeps begging now because his vacuum cleaner broke, and then his washing machine's on the fritz, and just stuff like that.
What does he say when he's begging for money? Is he actually like getting emotional, or is he just like, "Come on, guys, donate to me"?
Well, it's now and then he just sort of shed a tear, but he sheds a tear.
He sheds a tear.
No, he does it for himself because like I've lived a hard life, and he hasn't. So
when he says he's lived a hard life, is it all bollocks then, or?
Well, yeah, because this is the best way to summarise his entire life. He did not know how to wash clothes or do anything till he was 36 or around then.
What? So he didn't have to like make himself a bit of toast, or?
Oh no, he could do stuff like that, but he didn't know how to wash anything. He didn't know how to do anything really.
Didn't his parents say, "James, you have become the villain"? Didn't his parents ever teach him or anything?
No, I think he was very, very spoiled, even though he claims that he wasn't. But if you just listen to what he says,
so do you reckon his parents were probably really nice people then?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I just think he's very, very entitled. That's the only thing, really.
Yeah. Has he done any other silliness recently, or?
Well, he's spending thousands and thousands and thousands on mobile games still and denying it.
Oh, that's just a shame. I don't mean to be unenthusiastic when I'm reacting. It's just because I just saw what George put in the chat.
Oh no, I've just read what he's. Oh, in the private chat, have you read?
Yeah. But I mean, actually, let's set George in. But at the end of the day, with him, I mean, it's just like DSP's just. I mean, if you're still spending thousands on a mobile game, when how old is he? Like 40 odd.
Yeah, he's going to be 40 in next April, I think it is.
So he'll be 40, and he'll still be begging and crying. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? But
and then whenever someone tells him you need to get a real job, he bans them and just calls him an idiot. So.
Yeah, I mean, he just seems like the sort of guy who just loves yes men and loves people, stroking his ego and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look at try and find some gaming news quickly. So Take-Two boss says digital collectible goods don't have the value just because they're NFTs. What do you think? I mean, the thing is, right, if you have a skin that no one else has, I mean, it's not valuable because you've just got it on your character, unless you want to give them your profile, which is ridiculously risky and daft. Which you probably want to be paid handsomely. But I mean, who really, if it's accessible for everyone, who really cares about like that sort of thing? So I guess there isn't really, they don't have that much value then. But the thing is, the only reason anything has value is because people are daft enough to give it value. Like an NFT shouldn't have a value; it's just a picture, for God's sake. So,
I mean, I honestly, I think it's just getting into a very, very weird spot at the moment with NFTs because I know. Did you say EA have mentioned something about it?
Yes, EA calls NFT and blockchain games the future of our industry. What?
I mean, the thing is, it's just going to go down a path where you're going to spend. Well, it's been doing it for years. You're going to spend more and more and more money on something years ago you would have got for half the price or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, I'll give you an example because it all comes down to cosmetics, doesn't it? In Halo Reach, it was so cool to there was no bullshit where you could buy credits or anything. You just bought the game, grafted, and you got enough credits to buy a helmet that you wanted to buy. And that's that really. And it was really nice to get helmets and visors and all that jazz, And no one's going to spend a load of money, real life money. I guess they are going to, but they have value to the person and it looks cool, but they don't have value to like anyone else or the rest of the world because it's just on their gaming character.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I was just reading something someone sent me in Discord. Yeah, I think just EA is just a very odd company now. It's purely for profit, which I know most companies are. Well, all of them are, but
nowadays.
But I know a few years ago they said they basically wanted to turn all their games into what FIFA is, where it's just the same game year in, year out with slight little tweaks. And you pay, well, soon it's going to be £100, isn't it, for a game?
Well, it's 70 quid right now. You're thinking like 4 or 5 years it will be 80 quid, then more and more and more and more. And the thing is, they know they can keep pumping these games out because people get to the addiction. Like Call of Duty, it's an easy to play game. Anyone can probably get like 10 or 15 kills. If they get the right weapons, right loadouts, right perks, they can probably do that. And they'll think, I'm a skilled gamer, I'm good. But in reality, if it's an easy to play game and really easy to learn, I suppose you can still be better than everyone else. But if everyone's decent at it and it's easy to get kills, then I just don't see the point of sinking your life into you shouldn't sink your life to a game anyway, but I don't see the point of sinking in loads of time to a game when there's just going to be a new one every year. It just seems like silliness, really.
Oh, that is a good point to bring up, George. FIFA, they are talking about breaking away from EA because they don't like the image of EA being associated with them anymore. So potentially FIFA games could be going to something else. But I just think EA are going to cough up loads and loads of money to keep FIFA on board, or EA will make their own football game and FIFA will make their own football game, which will just be the new FIFA and everyone will prefer EA stuff.
You reckon?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's just the name and the likeness of each player. Whereas if on like PES and stuff, you can get the likeness of players, and if it's the same gameplay, people are just going to stick with EA, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the thing is, they're all just out of touch, aren't they? It's just silliness. I mean, the next story is this will be the last one, then we'll end the podcast there. But bloody another GTA update. It says, and I'm just like so fed up of this now. Honestly, I'm glad I haven't played GTA 5 online in like 2 years because it's such a waste. There's Rockstar's released the update, but many players have jumped in and worked out the changes for themselves instead of official patch notes. Most notably, players who use Race Editor will be able to use go-karts when creating their tracks. These missions can be designed with several styles such as rally races, linear courses, go-karts. Will handle differently from... Oh, wait, yeah, that's not on the list, yeah. So it says go-karts will handle differently from other vehicles in the game, should allow some creativity in mission design. I mean, these are such little things. It says from this guy on Twitter, there's podium vehicle Casso, go-karts now available, ×2 on GTA Money and RP, on original heists, auto shop deliveries, exotics exports, motor warts, and double RP on Humane Labs and free night vision masks. Okay, I mean... Who cares at this point? It's such a waste of time now. I mean, when was the last time you played GTA?
I play it now and then. I just do it for a bit of fun. I mean, I only play it for like half an hour, do a few missions online. That's about it.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess the reason why they continue it the most isn't just because people are playing it, it's because people are buying the shark cards for all the new items.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't buy stuff on there. I think... Well, but basically, the main reason I play it is because I've always wanted to rank up quite high in it, and I've never been able to do it on like Xbox and stuff. So I thought I might as well just try it on PC.
Yeah, fair dues. Honestly, though, I am really hoping, right, that Halo Infinite... I know it's random to bring up, but I really hope Halo Infinite blows loads of games out the water, because so many games, like, everyone just thinks, oh, fuck the story, get to the online straight away. When in reality, I feel like the story's just as or nearly as important as the online at the end of the day. I mean, if you look at some of the best games ever, some of them don't even have an online. So, yeah. I really hope Halo Infinite blows them all out of the water, to be honest. Fingers crossed, anyway. So, George, that's disgrace.
I know.
Anyway, I guess we can wrap up very nicely there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Next podcast should be the Eternals one when me, Aaron, and the rest... Well, Aaron, are you coming to see Eternals, or are you not bothered?
Yeah, I thought I was, unless I've been de-invited.
Yes! So, me, Aaron, and hopefully the rest of the squad... Actually, no, Ben's not got... Yeah. Me, you, hopefully George and Liam go and see Eternals. Then maybe review it the next day, hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll end it there. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, have a good one. See ya.
See ya.
Would you bloody believe it?